All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's live. In today's live, we're going to be talking about how to go from 0 to 1 million with dropshipping, without Aliexpress, without any gimmicky tools, without Oberlo. And I apologize in advance for the sound quality. I'm using AirPods, as you can see, so it's much worse than my usual, which is this mic. Unfortunately, it broke, and I'm traveling right now, so it kind of is not ideal, but that's okay. So hopefully this sound quality will do. We're going to wait for some people to get on the live here. Um, so basically how it's going to work is for the first 20 minutes, we're going to ask, you can go ahead and ask me any questions that you'd like about Shopify, about the real way to succeed with dropshipping. When I got into dropshipping, I was mind blown at the amount of misinformation out there. And I was mind blown at the fact that, you were taught to go and start general stores. You were taught to go and, test like hundreds of different products with Facebook ads. It's all a waste of time. It's all BS. I'll tell you why. Because when you're testing hundreds of products, even if you do find a winner, let's say you find some spatula, right? Or you find some fidget spinner, right? It will only sell you and make you money for the first 3 weeks. After that, it's done. And that's because you're not actually building a long-term asset. You're not building a real brand. So that is the key. And that is what I've been teaching on my YouTube channel. I've been personally traveling across Norway, Finland, and Sweden. Right now, I'm actually at my girlfriend's house here in Finland. So I apologize for this setup here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Is the sound quality okay? What's up? What's up? We got Umberto, Nebras, Ken, VA, Barbie 187. What up? Sohaib, Noor. Where's everyone from? So feel free to ask me any questions where you're watching. Probably you're a beginner right now. You're just starting out with dropshipping and you're wondering, is it really possible? Can I do this? What's the real way of succeeding with dropshipping? I actually just uploaded an amazing video that I worked a lot on. I uploaded that today, about 12 hours ago. And it's a dropshipping guide, which you should absolutely watch after this live. It's a guide on how to go from 0 to 100K, right? And you can do that in 60 days. Actually, my ideal is to do that within the first 30, 45 days. But you guys can go check out that video. So it's like a timeline, exactly what you need to do to hit 100K in 60 days. So yeah. All right, awesome. Noor, Ron, okay, I sound good, perfect. Ken, what up, what up? FLA, that's awesome. Okay, awesome. So I promise you, I'm not going to use shitty AirPods in the next live Q&A. I'm going to find this mic here. I'm going to try to find a Blue Yeti. It's the best mic ever. I've literally been using this one for like 10 years because I used to have a YouTube channel as well. For those of you that have been with me since the very beginning, you guys know that. So, all right, let's start with some questions. Do you need to have an LC to start dropshipping? No. What I say is, don't try to, don't go to get your business card before you actually have a business. There's no point in getting an LC or anything like that if you haven't started a business. All right, so make sure to actually start selling something. Start making money. If you're making money and you're already at, let's say, a few thousand a month, then go and get an LLC. If not, you don't need to get an LLC to become a sole proprietor. So you don't need an LLC. Don't focus on that. Just focus on actually starting to sell with your products. Later on, though, once you have a steady monthly income, and once I say you would hit about $3,000, $5,000, definitely get an LLC or a corporation if you're from Canada. We don't have LLCs in Canada, so get a corporation. It's an Inc. Make sure that it's a limited liability company. A corporation is the same thing, and that way you're not going to get, your business is going to be separate from yourself, so nobody can go after your assets. By the way, huge announcement. I'm about to get to your question here, Ashok. Huge announcement. The Shopify Freedom course, I decided to reopen it because I had so many requests. I had so many people message me every single day on my YouTube, on my Instagram, like, hey, Dan, can you please reopen the Shopify Freedom course? And so that's exactly what I did. And hold on a second here. I'm trying to figure this out. There you go. So that's exactly what I did. And the biggest reason why I did that was because I truly put my all into the Shopify Freedom course. And I literally put in every single thing that I learned myself from growing a brand from 0 to an 8-figure valuation. And I'm actually starting a new brand, and I'm already right now making the website. And that brand, I'm actually showing how I'm doing it in the Shopify Freedom course. So I'm constantly updating it. So the link is down below. It does come with one-on-one limited mentorship, of course. So you guys get the link in the course. You can go and message me on my personal Facebook profile to check over products that you guys want to do, check over your strategy. And yeah, the main reason why I did this is because I don't want you going and taking a subpar course from some other, YouTuber who is teaching you how to build general stores and who's teaching you how to drop ship crap off AliExpress using Oberlo. That's just not a real business. Okay, so it's obvious. Um, but yeah, I'm probably gonna close it again. Right now, it's the second group of students. I'm seeing good success with the first group of students. I'm gonna get some student interviews on the channel. I've been kind of slacking on that, so I'm gonna get some student interviews on there. I'm happy to see so many people on the live. It's awesome. It's crazy with the internet what you can do. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. It's been the most fulfilling journey of my life. Okay, I noticed in one video you said start with PPE, which is engagement, and then another one with purchase conversion. Which one is your best advice? So you can either start with going straight to purchase conversions, right? So what that means is you're running ads that go straight to sales. You're telling Facebook, hey, find me people that are going to buy from me. Or you can start with PPE. Now, I prefer to start with PPE. I first actually I went straight to conversion ads. Now I start with engagement ads because they're just way better. If you use engagement ads, you're not going to get sales, but you will be able to get a much cheaper. Let's say that you're split testing like 3 or 4 different ads. If you're going to go with PPE, straight to PPE, you're going to be able to see which ad out of the 3 or 4 performs the best in terms of likes, shares, and comments. And then you can go take that ad, you take the same post ID, you duplicate it into another campaign, and then launch that as a purchase conversion campaign. And that way, you don't have to waste a ton of money running a bunch of different ads in the purchase conversion campaign that are not going to make you money. So the reason why I use PPE at the beginning for you watching right now is because it's a cheap way of testing which ad creative is the best. Now, if you want to know right now, for everyone watching, I'm going to reveal one of the biggest secrets that I have that I've personally found. And this is actually from knowledge. I'm in Sam Ovens' Quantum Mastermind. That cost me $36,000 to get in. I actually flew to LA to go there. And I learned Facebook ads from zero, everything from zero. From where you are right now, I learned everything. So one of the things that I've learned, and I've applied it to my own Shopify, is I've actually learned something called the golden mean from Sam Ovens. No one talks about this. It's literally his biggest secret, one of his biggest secrets. So he says, and I've talked about it in some of my videos, I released it as free content. So the golden mean is basically you go and you test 10 to 15 cold interests with it was 4 ad angles and then 3 ads in each ad angle. So the difference between an ad angle and an ad angle would be like, let's say, if you're going and selling let's say a magnetic charger for a car. Okay, so you're gonna go and say, tired of your phone always dying when you're driving, go ahead and solve the problem, right? That would be one ad angle. Next ad angle would be, in the video it'd be like a model or something like that, or just like a person, your friend or yourself. It'd be like, oh, I'm so tired of all these clunky phone holders. I'm so tired of these cables. That'd be another ad angle. And then in that ad angle, let's say if you're that ad angle that you're going to go and you're going to create multiple ads for, that ad angle is, I'm so tired of all these clunky, cables, all these annoying cables. Then you would just go and record that. You want 3 different ads. So with 3 different people or in 3 different locations, it just has to be 3 different videos. So that's literally the golden ratio. That's it. Okay. And I literally just gave you something that I learned from a very expensive, in terms of time and money, mastermind. So there you go. That is literally like insane right there, the information. So, hey, Dan, I always miss your live streams. I'm happy to be on this one. That's amazing. Welcome, Stephen. Do you advise to start with influencers or Facebook ads? Depends on your budget. If you're starting with a low budget, if you have like $200 or less, definitely do influencers. Like that's a very low budget. And I would prefer if you started with a higher budget, try to hustle, try to what I did was I cleaned windows. So, you can do that as well, or you can just, sometimes it's best to work a job until you get your online business up and running. So start with influencers, because with influencers, like a 50-50 success failure ratio. I found that 50% of the pages that I pay for, they bring me a very good return on ad spend, and 50% of the other ones are very, very bad, like zero. And that's because mostly you kind of miss the fact that some of them are fake. You got fake followers, fake likes, fake engagement. We've all seen that, but that answers that question. And if you have over like $300, just do Facebook ads, go straight to Facebook ads, especially if you're in the Shopify Freedom course. That is the world's best Facebook ads training from zero to master, like expert level Facebook ads. I've literally had people refund my Shopify Freedom course because they said that the knowledge in the course was too advanced for them. Like, I'm not even kidding. So I'm like, am I supposed to dumb down my course for these people? It's crazy. So let's see what else we got. And by the way, for everyone joining, someone asked about the problem with the sound. It's because I'm using AirPods, and AirPod mic is not good, and my mic broke. So because I wanted to do this live, I had to find something, in the meanwhile. So I hope it's okay, but it will be back up and running. Do you recommend skipping the whole dropshipping part and using a going straight to using a fulfillment center? No, you want to do the dropshipping part because everyone else teaches you to just do dropshipping forever. The problem with that is that you're always going to get 2 to 3 week shipping times with ePacket, and that's atrocious. In a world of Amazon of 2 to 3 day shipping, no one is going to go and wait 3 weeks for some shitty product to come from China. So the reason why we do dropshipping, and what I found to be the best, is if you dropship a product, then you're not taking that upfront risk for the first couple weeks. But then once you've had amazing success with that product, then you can go and do bulk orders with the same supplier, and then you can get your logo on it. You can bring that product into a fulfillment warehouse in the US or wherever you're selling, Germany, France, right? There are fulfillment warehouses around the world. Some of the best ones in the US are ShipFusion, ShipBob, 99 Fulfillment, or Dollar Fulfillment. And basically, that way you can you can offer 2 to 3 day shipping on your store because you have the product already in the US, and obviously it's much faster to get to the customer. And you're not really taking any risks because, well, actually you're taking zero risks because you already know with dropshipping it was successful. So now it's gonna be way more successful with 2 to 3 day shipping. So that is the key. All right, let's see what else we got. While doing the golden ratio, what is the criteria or KPI metrics for choosing top performing ads? So for the golden ratio, let's say if you're testing 10 to 15, yeah, okay. If you can only hear me through the left speaker, my bad. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm just using this makeshift setup here. But anyway, so the golden ratio is if you're testing 10 to 15 interests, then what you're going to do is you're going to let it run for 24 hours. In the first 24 hours, you're going to get a good idea, a preliminary idea of which ones are bad and which ones are good. But you want to you want to keep everything running for at least 2 to 3 days. And once everything's been running for 48 to 72 hours, then that gives you an accurate result. The ones that are bad, which means the ones that are like below break-even return on ad spend, so ROAS, you want to turn them off. And the ones that are good, above break-even ROAS, what you want to do is you want to keep them running, and you go into the ad set level and then in the ad level, right? So don't select any ad sets, just go to the ads tab, and then sort all the ads, the ones that are good, based on the ROAS, and the ones that are bad, and turn off the ads. Start turning off the ads, the creatives. You'll see a pattern. You'll see that only 1 or 2 of your creatives for a specific ad angle are working the best, and those are the ones that you want to duplicate into a purchase conversion campaign. If you're running like purchase conversions, if you're using the golden mean and you're not running purchase conversions, so you're just using engagement, then don't look at ROAS. What you want to do is you want to look at the ads, go to the ads panel, and then look at the ads with the most amount of engagement, so likes, comments, and shares, and then that will tell you. You'll see that one of them has the most amount of engagement. So, and then you can just duplicate that into a conversion campaign. So that is the key. How long does it usually take someone to build a Shopify store from scratch? Depends on your work ethic. You can build one in a week. Just make sure you get good pictures. Make sure that you have accurate information. That's why I recommend getting into the Shopify Freedom course. You'll save yourself a lot of headache. And if you're watching right now, you probably have no idea how to run Facebook ads. You have no idea how to choose a product. You have no idea because you've got all this BS that all these guys are teaching you on YouTube. And it just doesn't work. I tried it myself. It doesn't work. I was like, before I got into Shopify, I was already very successful with Amazon FBA. When I got into Shopify, I was forced to follow information on YouTube. And so that's what I did. And I can tell you, I found problems with it very quickly. So yeah, which one should I do first, Amazon or Shopify? That literally, I get this question every single day. So I'm going to have a quiz for this actual question. There's going to be a quiz on my website. So, and you're going to go and be able to take that. It's going to be an ad running on YouTube. So if you see an ad of me, there's mountains behind me saying, hey, which one should you do first, Shopify or Amazon? Click on the ad. There's going to be a quiz that it's going to take you to. You're going to be able to take the quiz, and that will answer your question. All right, let's see. How many hours a week would you say you now spend working? Honestly, I probably spend, every single day I spend I would say 6 hours working. Sometimes it's more. If I'm recording an update for the course for eCom Freedom, for Shopify Freedom, it'd be about 10 or 12. If I'm just recording regular content, it'd be about 4 to 6. And I travel very frequently. So I always have these work periods where I work a lot for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I go off somewhere for a week. So I always just do that. Do you use Google Ads, and would you recommend it for dropshipping? Yes, I use Google Ads, and they're great. If you're targeting, don't use Google Ads for just targeting cold. It won't work. You want to do retargeting for Google Ads. So just target your brand name on Google, and then target your competitors' brands as well on Google. So the search terms, right? And then that way you're going to be able to show up for all your competitors that way. I was looking at eCom Hunt and was curious how many people selling is considered saturated. Don't look at that. What you want to do is you want to click on the actual product, and you want to see, like, based on the traffic rank, you know, based on the Alexa site rank. So it's an amazing Chrome extension that I use to check the site rank. So you can use that, or you can use the what's it called? myip.ms. You can go there and you can look at the similar websites, also similar web. How do you know which ads to scale? So like I said, after 48 to 72 hours of running your ads, you're going to see which ad performs the best. And then from that, you can go and take that and you can duplicate it into a purchase conversion campaign. How were the conferences you went to? They were amazing. They were great. In August, I'm going back to Canada. Yeah, so I'm going to be back in North America. So have you ever used social media, Instagram or YouTube to boost your sales for your products? Yes. Oh, you mean my own social media? No, not yet. I haven't used any of my social media channels to actually boost any of my physical products, but I am building a physical product business. It's a food business, and it's been a little bit slow, but I'm building it, and I will be using my personal channels to boost it because I know that you are going to want to use the products. So the Amazon Shopify quiz is not available yet. It will be available soon. I'm still building the actual quiz because I want to make sure that the quiz is like in depth and it will actually give you an accurate answer based on what you should start with. If you're stuck in a 9 to 5, if you're broke, if you're looking for a way out and you want to start your first online business, that's like the most important question. Which should you start, Amazon or Shopify? Should we start with PPE campaigns in the beginning for Fresh Pixel? Yes, start with PPE because it's cheaper. Have you ever used, yeah, having Google Ads in your own brand name means people that are looking for you, it will create higher conversion rate and low cost. Yes, of course, because that's retargeting. I broke up when answering the question about the golden ratio. Can you please reiterate the budget used for the golden ratio? Yeah, so for the golden ratio, it depends on the budget that you want, but it works at $10 and it works at $20. Now, here's another secret, big secret of Facebook ads, okay? What I learned from Sam Ovens, by the way, what I learned is that, and this is from his mastermind, he told me this one-on-one personally. He told me personally that if you are running, let's say $10 ad sets, and let's say that the average cost per purchase for your product is like $30, let's say, and that's high. Let's say that you're selling the product at $100 or $120, and the cost for you to get one sale is about $30 on Facebook. Well, if you're going to go and run $10 ad sets per day, the system is inherently broken. How's the system going to get your sale if the average cost per purchase is $30 when you're only allowing to spend $10? So no matter where it goes, left, up, right, down, it's not going to get you a sale. So that's why I recommend, if you're going to go 10 to 15 interests, then you want to go $10 a day for each interest. But quickly, you're going to want to shut down the bad ad sets. You're going to find the few interests that are really good, and then increase those budgets to at least 2 times your actual average cost per purchase. You'll see what your cost per purchase is. So increase it to 2 times your cost per purchase. And that way, you're actually giving it room to get you a sale. For those of you coming in, what's up? Do you think Instagram influencer is a good way to start? Yes, if you have a low budget, it's a great way to start. Hi, Dan. Do you recommend selling a product with logo right at the start? No, don't put if you're drop shipping and you're lucky enough that your supplier doesn't have an MOQ, a minimum order quantity, for you to actually go and put your logo on the product, well then, yes, you can go and do it. But in most cases, from what I found, you're going to have a minimum order quantity with a supplier. They're going to say, yeah, if you want to put your logo and you want us to drop ship it for you, there's going to be a 50 or 100 minimum order quantity, or 200, depends on the price of the product. If that's the case, then don't put the logo at the beginning. You want to get to that part fast, though. That part, you want to get there ASAP. All right. Is the stream still okay, by the way? For those of you coming in, I want to let you know the Shopify Freedom course is now open again. If you want to join the world's best Shopify course that teaches you how to actually build a real e-commerce brand, scale it to 6 figures, 7 figures, and then 8 figures and beyond, and learn everything you need to know to do with Facebook ads, by the way, which is like the most valuable skill in the entire world. which for me, one of the biggest problem for me at the beginning of online business was figuring out how to actually do Facebook ads. Because now if I know Facebook ads, I can do affiliate marketing. I can use it for my Amazon product. I can use it for my Shopify stores. So Shopify Freedom, I literally put in the absolute best Facebook ads module in there, as well as every single other step that you need to know to start a Shopify, a successful dropshipping business, and then actually build it into a powerful e-commerce brand. So the link is down below. For that, best mentor you met until now. The best mentor that I met until now, to be honest, I've had many mentors. Oh, it's buffering. I don't know why the internet's bad. I'm sorry. What do you think the best niches are for beginners? The best niches are in my there are no best niches. Okay, and I don't know if I'm buffering right now, but let me see. Okay, the best niches for beginners, like that question is just invalid. There are no best niches. Every single niche is amazing. You just have to go and figure out a way to create a store that offers enough value to people for them to go in and actually, buy at the price that you're offering at, or else your Facebook ads won't work. Nothing will work. So, that's just the kind of a get rich quick question. And you just want to, figure out what the best niche is. There's no such thing. The secret is not the best niche. The secret is work hard and follow the right information. So invest in yourself, invest in a course. How much reach is statistically significant when doing golden ratio before killing ad variance? There's no such reach. Just wait 24 hours and you'll start seeing results, and then give it 3 days and then you'll actually have a verdict. You'll be able to tell which ads to scale, which ads to kill. So yeah. If your store is set up well and looking great, should you be worried if your store is not generating profit on the front end after 1 month? No. So if your store is set up and you're not generating profit on the front end, that means that you need to generate more profit on the back end. So you need to have an amazing SMS sequence, which is a text message sequence. You can use an SMS bump for that. I show how to do that in Shopify Freedom. You also need an amazing follow-up email sequence, which will get you a lot of sales that you would have otherwise lost. You need to run amazing retargeting campaigns, amazing like lookalikes as well, of course. So that is the key. If you're not making money on the front end, that's not something that is uncommon. If you're not making money on the front end, you just have to either add more products, cross sells, upsells, and also email sequence, SMS sequence. Got to build up the back end. The back end is very, very important, or else trying to make money on the Facebook ads is going to be very difficult. When building a store, would you sell various items or stick to one type of website only? Like I said, one product. Oh, I haven't mentioned in this one yet, but in all my other videos, one product dropshipping is key. All right. It's funny because when I started in dropshipping, everybody was saying, "Hey, do general stores. General stores suck. They're terrible because you're just, who's going to go and buy from Aunt Jemima's pet store online, right? You want to, instead of Aunt Jemima's pet store, you want to be, paw cleaner. If you're selling like a paw, I don't know, like a paw cleaner, I guess, then you want to be the paw cleaner, right? And then you're selling just one product. It's very easy to do Facebook ads in that case. It's just a one product store. And one product stores, I mean, if you look at the biggest Shopify stores in the world, Movement watches sold for 200 million. There's many other ones, BlendJet, they're all one product stores. Hey Silky Skin, they're all one product stores. So that is the key. How do you come up with a good brand name? Very, very good question. Honestly, I've had a lot of issues myself with coming up with good brand names, but I've actually had to be forced to figure out how to get good brand names because honestly, like I've had to come up with so many by now, for my e-commerce brands. But the best advice that I can give you is think about your customer. Imagine that you are the ideal customer for your product, and imagine that you are on the website and you're seeing the website that you're selling, and the target market, of course, right? And imagine if you're the customer, what is the brand name that is going to make you buy the product? And that should be the brand name. How do you make Facebook ads consistent? Yesterday I did $600 in sales. Today I only have about 50. Well, that probably means that your Facebook ads got fatigued very quickly, or your Facebook ads turned off for whatever reason, because usually that's a massive, if Facebook ads is your main revenue driver and that's how you get your traffic, then you should be able to have a consistent ad spend every day, or scaling up or scaling slightly down if you're not profitable. It shouldn't be that wide. It sounds like you need to watch some of my Facebook ads videos, Jason, on my YouTube channel. When is a product market too saturated to pursue? If there's a ton of Shopify stores, they're all running the same ads, and there's no way for you to improve it, it's too saturated, don't do it. Not worth it. If Shopify is not available in my country, what other platform can I dropship? Will you recommend? You can try out WooCommerce. That's kind of like just building your own site with WordPress, and it's a WordPress theme. You can try BigCommerce. I've heard of that. So there are alternatives out there. What do you think about advertising on YouTube? I think it's good because your product is constantly being seen by new people. It's amazing, right? One of my favorite quotes, and everybody's going one way, you want to go the other. And by running YouTube ads for your product, not only you're building organic presence on your YouTube channel for your brand, you're also, using an advertising channel that nobody else uses for dropshipping products. So obviously it's amazing. Everyone teaches to use Facebook ads, and that's why I talk about Facebook ads. But YouTube is a killer. Dan, you mentioned your Alibaba templates on one of your videos, but no link in the description. My bad. Sometimes I forget to put the link below, but all the links are on Shopify Freedom. You'll get there easy. Link is down below. You can join, and then you'll be part of my second group of students. So yeah, I closed the course about like 2.5 weeks ago, and I reopened it, like I said at the beginning of this video, because many people asked me to reopen it. For some reason, they didn't listen to me when I said I was going to close it. But if you want to join the world's best online business community for building massive e-commerce stores and massive e-commerce brands, are going to get some amazing success stories, then I suggest you join. How do you get to 1K a day in your blueprint in your latest video without having fulfilled a massive order sent to a USA warehouse for quick shipping? You can do that with dropshipping. It's not hard. You just need to know how to have a working funnel, which is basically your Shopify store. It's your funnel, and how to run the right traffic to it, and how to create the right ads. Right? It's all basic internet marketing actually. So yeah, I suggest you watch my Facebook ad videos, watch my Shopify videos. Does that mean the first week of sales don't include quick shipping? Yes, if you're dropshipping and you're dropshipping with ePacket, then obviously it's going to be 2 to 3 week shipping. You're going to have some customer complaints. No one says that, and anywhere else where they teach Aliexpress and Oberlo, right? No one says that, but you're going to get customer complaints. That's what I got. So, hello, Dan. Is this going to be on YouTube? Yes, it will. It will be on YouTube. So the best way to go from zero to $1 million, a $1 million brand, is, like I said throughout this live, to start with dropshipping as a test for the product, build up the store, build up the site, make some profit, find what interests work the best, what ads work the best, get the data to start running lookalike audiences, right? You can do lookalikes on Facebook for add to carts, lookalikes for purchase conversions. It's all complicated. If it sounds complicated, go watch my Facebook ad videos on YouTube. Join Shopify Freedom. It's all explained thoroughly. I show you exactly how I do it, how I take any store from zero to 6 figures, 7 figures. So, so that the first few weeks is how you do that. You drop ship. You will get customer complaints because people don't want to wait 2 to 3 weeks for shipping. But you just answer them, say, hey, working on increasing our infrastructure and everything like that. After, when you've got proven demand for your product, you know which ads work, you've got the data, your pixel is built, then you can go and start ordering in bulk from China to a warehouse. And you can use, like I said, ShipFusion, ShipBob, Dollar Fulfillment. There's a lot of them. Or you can even, this is an amazing strategy. You can, if you're right now like in a country not in the USA, like Germany or France, these countries have a much lower cost for Facebook ads. So you can go and absolutely kill it. And e-commerce is blowing up around the world right now. So it's the best time to start an online business with e-com. It's just the best. There's never been a better time to start an online business ever. Actually, to start any business, because you can do this from where you are right now, right after this live. If you had the right information, you could get to a 6-figure store within, I would say, 1 week. 1 week you can get to a 6-figure store if you focused and you did it. But I don't want you coming back next week on this live next weekend and still being clueless and still wondering, how do I run Facebook ads? How do I find the best niche, right? So the info is in Shopify Freedom. That is your solution. And on my YouTube channel, it's there as well. Of course, in a more general way. But still, those are the best Shopify videos out there. Once starting out, Amazon FBA or Shopify, take the quiz. There's going to be a quiz in my ads running in the next week. You'll see it. Go take the quiz. Hey, Dan, what do you think about seasonal niches? Like when I look through Google Trends, they spike only in summer. Then do it. Don't do it. I don't like seasonal products unless you start early on. If you want to do a product for summer, you should have started in, obviously, like March. Have you worked with worldwide brands to find US drop shippers? No, I haven't. I came in late. Is this being recorded so I can watch later on YouTube? Yes, this will all be available on YouTube. No problems. So yeah. Okay, I'll take a few more questions and I'm going to get off here. So if you have any last minute quick fire questions, I'm going to just go through some quick. Come on, spam me with some questions. Let's go. When you order samples, do you create video ads with the samples without your logo at first to promote your products? Yes. If you can get your logo, right now, I just got a sample for the newest store that I'm launching from 0 to 1 million in my Shopify Freedom course. I show how I'm doing it. I got the sample with the logo. So if you can get a logo on your sample, that's awesome. If you can't, then don't. Just work with what you got. Is $200 budget for Facebook ads a daily budget or weekly budget? That is just your starting budget. So obviously how it works is if you have the right knowledge for Facebook ads, you're launching, right? You're making money, you're making profit within the first week on your front end. So, and that by front end, I mean you're running Facebook ads, the ads are working, people are going, they're buying from your store. So you're making profit, and slowly you're scaling your Facebook ads as your starting budget increases with the profit that you're making. How much money to put in testing a product? You don't need to test products. Whatever they're teaching you out there, testing products, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. I just said no Aliexpress, no Oberlo. You don't need to do that. Forget everything that you've ever learned. Everything you've been taught about Shopify is wrong on any other YouTube channel. It's all garbage. Okay? I can tell you why. Like I've been talking about in this whole live. They teach you to run general stores. You have to test hundreds of products. You don't have to do that. Just go on Facebook, scroll through Facebook, and you'll find a ton of amazing products. You just have to go and take action and start a brand and offer something that they don't. Improve the product or something like that. Find a way to improve the product. Change the color. Or change the functionality of the product. Is Shopify Freedom open now? Yes, it is. I will close it again. The link is down below. Make sure to join before the second group of students is going to be closed for enrollment. Best way to scale. The best way to scale, there are many strategies, but the best way is honestly, what I recommend doing is duplicate the ad set. Let's say it's at $20 a day. Duplicate it to $200. Okay, I just go straight to 200. If it's already, and I'm talking about if the ROAS is like above a 2.5, no, above like a 2.0, then $20, duplicate it to $200. If the $200 one is working well, delete the $20 one. You don't need the original one. You don't want to have interference. That's the best way to scale, honestly, from what I found. There's many scaling strategies. There's a carpet bomb. What I'll teach. I have an entire scaling module in Shopify Freedom. But so there's a lot of scaling strategies. The 2-in-1, the sidestep. But honestly, if you're just looking for a general way, then that is the best way. You have to understand Facebook ads is a system. If you understand it, there's inputs and outputs. Don't try to confuse the system. Don't try to screw up the system or you're going to get poor performance in your ads. Is it worth running Facebook ads with your slideshow pictures instead of videos to test your product? Yeah, you can run dynamic product ads, which I haven't talked about yet. Look into those. They're really good. What are ways to improve over a competitor? Look at the complaints. Well, you can't really look on Shopify. Go on Amazon, find the product, and look at the negative reviews and see what they're saying. And if they're bad, then tell your supplier, hey, let's fix these things. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this live Q&A. We do one every single weekend. Make sure to get into Shopify Freedom if you want my one-on-one unlimited mentorship and the best Shopify course in the world that teaches you how to actually build a real e-commerce brand that will allow you to quit your 9-to-5 job forever. Link is down below. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about your progress, about the live. And next weekend we're also going to do one on Saturday. So yeah, we do one every weekend. Next weekend we might do a mindset one. It's going to be interesting. So hope you enjoy.